But what's interesting is her name. She has a Japanese last name and she has a Hawaiian first name.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
It sounds like a stutter.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
Welcome back to another awesome episode of The Careful Boys. And we were just talking about this, so let's dive a little deeper. Which interracial child has some of the best and or worst life perks?
Oh my god.
Wait, did you read that up? Did I write that?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, we were talking about it earlier.
Oh, it is?
Totally.
We were talking about it earlier because he was like, have you seen a Japanese Indian mix? And I was like, ooh, what the fuck? And he goes, no, trust me. And then he showed me an interview of this cute girl. And I was like, oh yeah, she kind of cute. But she just looks Filipino.
Yeah, sometimes it equals Filipino.
With a Japanese accent.
I just feel like Indians have good facials, okay? And everything is facials, but it's just the skin tone.
Dude, you're saying this on your own, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
Just so you know.
Subin's a guest.
Yeah, I'm a guess.
I do think Filipino and white, that mixture gets a lot of perks.
Yeah. Well, anything
They just look
Filipino.
like Spanish girls.
If you're half Filipino, half white in the Philippines, then you've just won.
Oh yeah, pale skin wins out
Yeah,
there.
because everybody's trying to get the lighter complexion.
I'll tell you this though. You're talking about hotness because you're very sex oriented. But cute kids wise, or like, and like the cuteness factor, Blasian. A lot of Blasian. Yeah. Cause they both have
a lot of Blasians are also just hot later.
Yeah, they're hot. But I think
A lot of them.
we're all like,
yeah.
No, I know some. This is not come out right. Yeah.
Kamala. You don't think Kamala's a little cute?
Dude, all the Blasian like hip hop artists are banging too.
Yeah. Like that one
Like
girl.
Tyga.
He's Blasian?
Is he?
Miss Tiger?
Wait, is he half?
Yeah, he's half Vietnamese.
No way. Yeah. This whole time?
Dude, it's Tiger Nguyen, yeah.
He never brings it up in any of his songs. Tiger Tran.
That's the whole point of using your perks when they're convenient for you.
How about Black of China?
Bracca China.
I don't think black
She's not black and Chinese?
I don't think so.
She just got tiny eyes. That's what they call her, China, probably.
But like Saweetie and
She's half.
HER,
Wait, Saweetie's half?
she's half Filipino.
Hey,
She's half Filipino.
Tyga's real name is Michael Ray Nguyen Stevenson.
No way.
Vietnamese and Jamaican descent.
What the?
That's dope. Dude, mom,
New mom, man.
That's like Khalif. He's Vietnamese black.
Yeah, that's true.
he's Vietnamese black?
Yeah, what did you think he was? Filipino?
I just thought he was black.
I didn't know he was Vietnamese.
Yeah. That's why I say black genes is so powerful that you forget that they're anything else. Just like Obama.
Sometimes.
It is very dominant,
Yes.
yeah.
But I also think it's how we view black people in America. Cause like there'll be a lot of half black people, half white, half black, but then everyone just considers them black. But everyone else looks at them and go, no, he's mixed.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Europeans, Africans, they would see a half white, half black person, and then they'll be like, yeah, he's mixed, or like he doesn't. But in America, there's a lot of guys that are like half white, half black, whatever.
Yeah.
But then they just get considered as just black. They don't get considered half white. Like Obama's half white, but they don't call him a half white president. They call him a full black president, like first black president. Yeah.
First black president.
Yeah.
What about Abraham Lincoln?
Was he mixed?
Yeah, he's half Viet.
Damn, Abraham Lincoln.
Abrafan. His first name is like Abraham.
Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln.
Wait. Lincoln was really mixed?
Yeah.
They say, what was he, white?
It's I think it's rumors. Was it Blasian, was it confirmed?
I think it was a joke. I can't
It's
remember.
rumors
Might
of
have
his
just been a
alleged
meme.
black racial heritage.
Yeah.
But they're unsubstantiated because
He's
he's
Armenian.
fucking old.
You know what's funny though?
He's Armenian and Turkish, so it's beef.
It's like when you just combine the ethnicities together, you go, oh, you know a hot version of them because they stand out, but you don't ever remember the ugly versions Everyone goes, "Oh, Hapa kids are cute."
I know some ugly
Everyone
versions.
goes, "Hapa kids are cute." Yeah, because the ugly ones are unnoticed.
I've known some Hapa freaks, bro.
Define freaks, like freaky or like freaks of nature.
Like
Freaks of nature, probably.
neither side wants to claim them.
Oh, that's no man's land. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
No man's land.
But they're also because I'm not just saying appearance wise, but them fools were acting weird. There's something
Something was off.
something genetically went.
Something wrong with them.
Hapa's usually like when they're cute though. My
Yeah.
That's why
goodness.
it's a travesty when it doesn't work out
yeah.
because like
I feel like generally though, mixed race is usually better looking.
I agree.
Yeah.
you know what it is. You know what the rate is. It's like if you look at it like a roulette table or where it's like black or red, and then if you just happen to get that green, God save us all.
Unless the green was like the winner.
It's not in this case.
You know what I see? It's pretty funny. Is like in a mixed race, is like the parents are and then their daughter is like super hot, right? Yeah. Or you have like a really hot model mom and a really like hot dad. They get together and their kids are like, meh. And it's like, how the fuck did this happen?
But then it's also rare when you see, like, when you usually see a hot model mom and dad, they're usually celebrities. Because otherwise you don't really pay attention. But, like, let's say, like, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, like, their kids look like they're so around perfection so much that they don't want to be that.
Aren't they adopted their kids?
Yeah.
Most of Angelina's kids
Not
are
the
adopted.
black kids.
What is Angelina Jolie? Like, what is she mixed with?
Heaven.
No, she's not, dude.
Tomb Raiders, but
She looks like...
She's mixed, isn't she?
They look like they turn into, like, alt kids because they're just around such...
What is Angelina?
There's that one daughter of Brad and Angelina that
Shiloh.
looks exactly like them.
Shiloh,
Yeah.
the one's the dancer, right? That one?
Is she a dancer?
Yeah, she always goes to like classes, Sean Liu's class and shit. Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
oh, he about to do some choreo.
So Angelina Jolie,
I made this piece for you, Shiloh.
she's German and Slovak.
Slovakian.
So she's kind of like...
We also don't give enough credit to like white mixes. We just go white.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. The white and Asian fire.
But like that's crazy
she's-
that we don't give enough differentiation between
Her mom
white
is
mixes,
French.
but we're.
It's
like-
only because they barely give any differentiation for the Asian mixes.
That's true. Nah, but it's
Her
kind
mom-
of funny that
They claim to have a little indigenous.
they claim.
Everybody be claiming.
Did the indigenous claim them?
I mean, even if you do, the percentage is too small for it to be that dominant of a gene at this point, right?
That's true.
Okay, so outside of just appearances, what mixes have like other life perks or
Bad ones.
yeah?
Just based off of race. I
That's
think it's
up,
based
bro.
off of
I think you get made-
circumstances.
Yeah.
Like how well off your parents are.
Nah, we're going straight race.
Okay.
Race
Just
culture.
be a
You
little,
get canceled.
just be a little judgmental on this.
Okay.
But you never heard, you ain't ugly, you just poor? You never heard of that?
I heard of that.
Yeah, but
I don't know if it applies for guys.
That applies to like
but
billionaires.
most
That's like
women?
that's like when
Yeah.
people get like so much money that their hairline comes back, like Elon and LeBron and
Yeah.
shit like that.
Because
Oh, you
LeBron's
know-
back?
What about like when Italians aren't pure Italian? They get some shit for that sometimes, depending on where they are.
What do you mean, like, they're part what, like Sicilian or something?
No, I mean if you're part Sicilian, that's already what I'm talking about. It's usually got to be full-blooded Italian or full-blooded Sicilian to get certain perks.
Yeah, like being a made man. In the mafia, you could only be full Italian.
Yeah. Isn't that a thing? Or you
Is
have
that
to
a
be-
perk to like be in the mafia?
Well, I mean, I guess in terms of like your nation's pride.
Gotcha.
You know, like if you're not full Italian, other full Italians might be like.
For sure. So they're like fucking Slytherins. Pure bloods or not.
Is that from Lord of the Rings?
No, Harry Potter.
Just kidding. I know that's my joke. Thanks.
Take him out.
Yeah, like that. Like you get less. You know, kind of like what half black, half white people went through for many years, because they're not full one or the other. They get
yeah.
like shunned by both.
Right.
I always say, I make this joke with my buddy Jeremy because he's half Persian, half white. And I feel like when people are half white and half ethnic, they usually turn out to be like cooler whites. You know what I mean? They're more down to earth whites, generally speaking. Like
Clean smile right now.
Cooler white.
cool whites.
I know what he's talking about.
Because they have ethnic backgrounds, and you know they have immigrant parents. Like they have one immigrant parent, and they have one parent that's American.
Yep.
So they have like best of both worlds.
They
So
get
you
to
got
have-
both the privileged and the minority.
Yeah, they get to
card.
have hardships.
Yeah, they get to have hardships. And,
Right.
you know.
Yeah, but then no white people ever have hardships.
no.
But certain ones though, especially if they got some money, you know, on one side.
Good food and good credit cards.
But have you heard of
Sorry.
tomato white versus potato white?
Tomato white is
Tomato white is like Southern Hemisphere. I mean, not like Italy, like the Latin whites.
okay.
And then potato white is like,
Irish.
yeah, Irish, English, German, Swedish, like the Northern whites.
I fucks with the tomato whites.
Hey, you know what's a nice mix of the French Vietnamese?
Ooh.
You mean
Those
the
girls are
colonized Vietnamese?
I mean, I didn't say that, but yeah.
That is.
I
I,
think
mean, that's
it's
still just
more
white and Asian in a
unique.
different way.
When you take someone from across the equator, that's like, and then you mix that.
What's the farthest? Half North, half South Pole.
Half Eskimo, half penguin.
half penguin.
Because I went Antarctica and fucking.
Yeah, but a penguin? Come on.
No one lives in Antarctica, okay?
I feel like the black and Japanese mix is usually pretty fire culturally.
Oh, yeah.
Brazilian Japanese.
Oh, yeah.
Brazilian Japanese
Wow.
is
You just
OP.
gotta one up me like that.
But you seen that?
Can't even dive into that conversation.
Did you know there's hella Koreans in Brazil?
Yeah.
There's hella Koreans in
There's a
Brazil.
lot of Asians in Brazil.
I know we need to do something about that.
We gotta get rid of them or something.
It's getting too high,
There'd
bro.
only be one. Like our buddy Patrick Riley, he's a comedian, right? He's half white, half Mexican, but everyone thinks he's white.
Because Mexicans are white too.
100%. But he looks really, really white. And then when people start speaking Spanish around him, he can hear it.
That's so great.
And as soon as he starts speaking Spanish, everyone's like, oh shit, you really speak Spanish. And it's like a nice little like, oh wow.
But I think that's. Oh, wow. Mexico is like no different from like the USA and Canada is just Spain colonized there, right? So it's like they got Europeans there too. But in America, when you hear Mexican, you think of indigenous people. I think that's why
brown.
people think, yeah. But then there's Mexico's like America, where there are a lot of Europeans that just stayed European.
Well, let's be real though. You put a Canadian and a Mexican next to each other, they different.
Yeah,
What do you think of Korean and Japanese mix?
you can't tell the
Yeah,
difference.
you can't tell.
No.
the difference. I know.
Have they ever?
I don't like it.
Who do you know that's a half?
Koreans in Japan are like Jewish people. They just change their name, and then they're just one of us now.
Do you guys know any Japanese Korean mix?
So if you had a guy who was half Korean, half Japanese, would he have an easier time in Japan or Korea? Culturally.
I don't know, but
I think
there's
it'll be fine.
there's full Koreans in Japan with full Japanese names, and you can't tell.
Yeah, I think it's easier in Japan. I think, you know how like we always have those stereotypes here, even of like Koreans gotta
Yeah.
like stick together,
Yep.
even though they like fuck each other over type stuff. But like Koreans, like they gotta like Korean pride.
Yeah,
Korea,
yeah.
This is a Koreatown. You
Yep.
know? Like same thing in Korea in a sense, but like slightly less maybe. But like Koreans will work with Koreans more like consistently and
Yeah.
stuff. Whereas Japan is very like those are the Japanese, so it's easier to segregate. But yeah, like he said, there's a huge Korean diaspora in Japan that's just like basically Japanese citizens.
They think of them as more Japanese than Korean, but they're full Koreans. They're called Zainichis.
Korea, he would have a harder time
Probably.
I think so.
Yeah.
Or Japan, they would have an easier time.
because
I would
Japan
say.
never apologized.
Well, I don't know if it's easier or harder. I just know that there's prominent people in like from celebrities to like whatever that are from that group. Like they're full Koreans with Japanese names. And they're singers, actors, company CEOs, all that stuff. But I don't know if there's a Korean, yeah, like
Oh,
that.
yeah, 60.
But I don't know if there's a Korean equivalent to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, for the other way around.
No, I don't know if there's another way around. But I do know that in Japanese society, yeah, from like the 50s and 60s, there's been actors and everybody that's like, oh yeah, they're just the Korean community.
And you could literally spot the Japanese dudes out of all Koreans.
because they dress and look Japanese though. But if they're Americans,
Their
I don't know if you
eyes.
could tell.
The Japanese eyes are bigger.
Bigger than Koreans?
We got the same size eyes.
No, yours is bigger.
They're bigger.
Subi might be right though.
You know, no, this is how you can tell. We have more hair.
For sure.
On your body, huh?
Yeah.
That's how you could tell the difference between
body hair?
Japanese people are hairier.
You ever seen Korean guy with chest hair?
No, Korean guys are like dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Korean guys don't bow as low.
Dismissive bows. They do dismissive bows.
Because
Korean
their
guys are
backs
taller.
sore.
Really? That's the reason?
No, that's not the reason, man.
Backs are so. I think Korean guys are typically taller and bigger build.
Now they are.
Yeah. Japanese a lot of them are small now, shorter.
Why is that?
Fish, eating fish all day.
Fish.
Fish, so matter of fact.
We all know they're killing it on the sports.
Like the baseball boy.
He not Korean?
If they didn't grow up in Korea and Japan, let's say they grew up here, they're Americanized, so that means their clothes is a certain way, all that. It's hard to fucking tell, I think. Unless you look like if you, David says like you got a gooky face, and I'm like, what's a gooky face? And he goes, Koreans have really big foreheads and a round face. And I was like, once he said that, I couldn't stop looking at it.
How's your forehead size?
He has a 5 head.
No, it's a 4.
Yeah, it's a 4 finger.
No, it's a 4.
4 finger head.
Let me see yours. Let me see yours.
I have a yes, I have a 4. But that's our fingers.
Yeah, what's the standard finger size?
Have you met any Indian guys that were mixed?
No.
Mixed Indian?
Just trying to realize I don't really know that many mixed people. I think I need to start hanging out with more races.
In Hawaii, I feel like I ran into the most interesting mixes.
Yep, in Hawaii, right?
Yeah. Dude,
It's like Filipino and plus everything.
I have an employee. She's full white. She has but what's interesting is her name. She has a Japanese last name and she has a Hawaiian first name.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
So you know how like there's a lot of hoppas there?
Yeah.
It sounds like a stutter.
You only made fun of the Japanese.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
Kalyne Yamamoto.
Well, cause some people that are like white mix to me, they don't look Asian sometimes. Sometimes it goes like
I know. I get that.
exactly like they look full white. So I'm just assuming like she's part Japanese or whatever. She goes, no, I'm not Japanese at all.
30 seconds when I do that.
But they have a Japanese name.
Coleen's gonna pull her eyes back real quick. Look at the camera. Just pull your eyes back. Just right here. This is your camera right here.
I dare you to do
So
it.
fucked.
We're
No,
getting
because you guys will
permission.
put it out of context.
No, it'll just be the thumbnail. We need a good thumbnail.
No context is better than the context it's already in.
Just go for it. Just go for it.
Yeah, well, can Nick do it?
You can do it to yourself.
Come on.
Don't you?
No, Nick is gonna reach around and do it for you.
Can he do one side?
You just do the other.
Don't touch me.
You
It's
got
a
the
teamwork.
Lionheart fam.
Don't touch me.
Wow.
Is it Kalyne doing it though? If Nick goes around and goes like that.
Yeah.
Ryan's finger and my finger. and we
Technically,
just-
I didn't do it. Two
Yeah.
of my friends did it for
What if
me.
what if no one touches you but you smile and then we've got this?
And then all you have to do is this.
Just ask Ken to make the thumbnell that way.
He could do it in like Photoshop, right?
Yeah, there's AI these days.
Eliminate one of her eyelids. Can you do that, Cam? No? Okay.
And give her a flat nose. That'll get Asian. Kristen Crook though.
Is she Chinese white?
Her father's of Dutch descent. Her mother is of Chinese descent, born in Indonesia. Her maternal grandmother was Chinese Jamaican.
Whoa.
Chinese Jamaican is pretty cool.
I think Hawaii is the biggest population of multi-ethnic like people
Yes.
in America.
That's actually, yeah.
Like it's like over 5% or something of the state, and I believe it too because it's so common as like a combination of like half white, half Asian or whatever that you see it so everywhere. Like you see more of them than white people.
Who else is there?
That's super hot.
Yeah, good examples you can think of.
Good examples. I can think of a super hot.
corgis and Doberman pinchers.
Yeah, cute.
Because they just look like long versions of it.
That's so hot.
You know what? You know what I hate? You know what's so stupid?
Janae Aiko.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
You know what's really dumb? I don't know if you guys have been seeing this lately, but like on the neck shark side of things, people get mad when you're like, when people do what we do. Like you will be accused of fetishizing mixes. You ever seen that?
Oh, yeah,
Well, they'll be like, "Why? Don't talk about mixes like that. Like there's something special. Everybody like."
Well, we're talking about the hot version of that, not the ugly version. So shut up.
But I've been seeing that
we're
now.
fetishizing.
Like I'm not gonna fetishize a fucking ugly version of that combination.
Right.
We're clearly talking about the hot version of that combination.
Yeah, double down.
Isn't that what fetishizing
Yeah.
is?
It's not fetishizing if they're ugly.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean,
Because people that fetishize it, they just fetishize the race aspect of it and not because they're hot.
Kind of like, you mean like when like Asian women get with like ugly fat white.
Yeah, just any white guy because they're
And then
fetishizing
they talk
the
about
whiteness.
it like as if they
Yeah.
came up.
Yeah, that's the that to me that's the fetishizing because like they don't care because what's hot about it is the race, not actually that person's hot.
But then
maybe
that
they're
guy's
into
also
ugly.
fetishizing his Asian wife. So
Yeah.
if it goes both ways, is it still fetishization?
It cancels out.
like, it can be.
Yeah.
I mean, both two things can be true.
But also it's a fetish. And I'm like, what's wrong with the fetish?
Something apparently. Everybody's. I think the worst part that's come from it is just the incessant whining.
Yeah, the whining.